How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a Tipbox video. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can add an Instagram story. So there's many different ways you can do this. So the first way I'm going to show you is by literally going up to this plus icon up here, clicking that, and then go into story, and that's going to allow you to then create a story. So then the second way, let's get this done, is going to be to come up to this photo up here, little camera. You want to click on that, and that's going to bring you to your stories as well. Or you could just go to here, hold down, and add to your story. So that's going to bring you to my stories. Each of them ways will bring you to your stories. So another way I'm going to show you is going to be how to add your post onto your Instagram stories. So as you can see, you have this little icon here, the little arrow here that I've been talking about. If you've been watching my other videos, you want to click this one here, and it's going to say add to your story. So you want to add that to your story, so you can then move this about, resize it, do what you want with it. So let's just show you now, as we're here, the customization. So you have these tools at the top here, and you want to go to add text. So let's say you want to add text onto this story. Let's say we want to call this one profile, so of course you want to customize this to suit whatever you do put onto your story. So I'm just gonna mess around with it real quick. So I'm gonna click profile here, and I can move this around, spin it here, spin it there, resize it, make it tiny, or I can just pop it right there. So I'm going to pop it right there in the middle. And as you can see, Instagram have gave us guidelines as well. So let's just say that line there comes up. That means that this picture is center of your story. As you can see, as I move it up and down this line, it's now center of my story. So that's a guidance for you guys. So let's just say I want to bring this image here, but I want to put this image on top. I can grab this image and bring it down and lay it on top, or I can move it away. I can bring this image and put this on top as well. So just think about the things that you could do. You can also grab another image and put this on top of this image here. So if you don't know what this is, when I then save this to my stories, when I then save this story, when people click on my story, it's gonna go view post right here. It's going to pop up. When I click on it, it's going to say view post, and when they click on that, it's going to take them straight to my Instagram, to my post, wherever this post is. So let's just say I want to do a mystery post, which they can't actually see this image here because I've blocked it with what other image I've blocked it with. Say I've copied and pasted another image in here, and I'm going to show you in another video how to copy and paste images into your stories. Then you can cover this post up, put a little question mark on it, mysterious post, and when they click on it, it's still gonna say view post. So if you wanna build a bit of oh, I wonder what that post is gonna be, that's the aim to this, is I wonder what that post is, so when they click on it, it says view post, they're gonna click on that, and they're gonna want to view that post. So that's gonna take them straight to your Instagram profile, and that's job done. So this is a way you can add posts into your Instagram, like I just showed you. So if you want to show, let me show you again real quick. So disregard that. So if I want to go to my, oh sorry guys, I haven't got a clue what this is doing. I'm using an Android user. So you want to go to this little one here, add to your stories. Here's your post. You can add some text onto it like I just showed you. You can then change the color of this text by moving it along here. This little tool over here, if I click that, that allows me to change the text that I've just put in to any color that is on my post or my image that I choose to add into my story and on your videos as well. So any color that's on your story allows you to change it to that color. So as you can see, I've got it on the blue here. And say if I wanted to, you know, put a little box around it, but if I wanted to change that, I could change it. The little boxes here. Go to done. I can change the fonts just down here. I can change, you know, what box goes around it down here as well. I like this one here as well. As you can see, it's moving about, the text is as well. So let's just say I want to use a little tool. Yes, so they've got a new feature, which is the arrow tool. So I'm going to show you how to use that. So if you're fed up with trying to make arrows and they're always coming out bent, then there's that new arrow tool up here. Like I just click there. So I'll show you how that works real quick. And that's going to add an arrow for you, as you can see just now what I just used. And we just use a different color so you can see it properly. So all I want to do is do a line, simply do a line there, and it's added an arrow on the end of it for me. So that's the arrow tool at the end here. As you can see at the top here, you have an eraser, so I can erase anything that I don't want. Let's just erase that real quick. Okay, so if I want to erase all the right ticks that I just done, let's just say I want to use the other tools that they have inside here. I want to click a little color, and then, you know, I'll say I want to get a little neon writing going on here. But then, you know, I want to get rid of some of that neon writing, so I'm going to go through it and just, you know, just play around with it. Like I say, it's always best just to be creative, mess around with these brushes here, you know, just see what you can do with Instagram stories, because that's how I started off, just messing around and being creative with it before I actually started posting them. Because remember, you don't actually have to post it. So if I turn around now and I say, you know what, I don't want to post that, I go to the X and I go to discard, and I'll discard that and I won't see it ever again. So I can just restart and keep messing around with it. So this little attachment up here, I'm going to show you exactly how that works in another video. But as you can see, it says IGTV. So if you're wondering, how do I get, you know, the swipe up feature, which you can only really get if you have over 10,000 followers, then this is going to be the way that you're going to do that. And I'm going to show you in a video on my YouTube channel how to get the swipe up feature, so that when people swipe up on your Instagram stories, it brings them to your IGTV video, and they can then click on your IGTV video to go directly to your video on YouTube. So that's the swipe up feature, and that's a quick way of getting people to your YouTube video from your Instagram without them having to use some sort of link that you've sent to them, or use the link that you've put into your bio. And if you don't know how to add your link to your bio, then check out the video that I have, and I'm gonna put it above right now. So go check that out, how to add the link into the bio. And I'm also gonna do a video about the swipe up feature, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that one there as well, because that one there is awesome. When I found out about that, I was so amazed. So let's just cancel that now. So let's just say I don't want this anymore. I'm gonna click discard right here, where I can also carry on messing around with it and add some stickers. So the stickers on Instagram, so as you can see, you have your location, your mention sticker, your hashtag sticker, your donation, gifts, music sticker. You know, you have your date, your poll, questions, challenge, your countdown. So your countdown, let's just show you a couple of these stickers quickly. You know, I know it's a bit off topic, but as you can see, this, you might want to use these inside your Instagram stories. So this is how you would use them. So let's just say this video that I have here is coming out in 2 days time. So let's just say I want to put the countdown for 2 days time. I'm going to click on this countdown, and I'm going to put it for the 4th of October. So you can, as you can see, let's put it for the 5th of October. So as you can see, it says 2 days, 3 hours and 8 minutes away. So then what that will do, if I click that on there, onto that now, okay, cool, it says a day now. So let's set a time as well. So if you want to set a set time for that, let's just say 8 o'clock. Alright, so that's that done. That's that done there. I'm going to add a countdown name now. So let's just say YouTube video. You know, YouTube vid. So that's when my YouTube vid's coming out. And when my people look at my stories, they're going to be able to engage with my countdown, so that when it does release and that countdown is finished, oh, sorry guys. When it does release and that countdown is finished, they're going to get a notification through to their Instagram, just letting them know that the countdown is up and the video is going to be up on YouTube. So let's just go to done right there, and let's just, you know, let's just add this to my story just so I can show you how the countdown feature works. So let's go to add story right there. So let's give it a couple minutes. Let me try and work this out, how to even get off of this now. Okay, cool. Like I said, I'm an Android user. I don't usually use the iPhone. So if I want to go to my Instagram stories, I'm going to click on here. It's eventually going to bring up my Instagram story. It's most probably because it's still loading that story I've just put in there. Okay, bam, there you go. This is the only story I have in there. That's why it'll take a while to load up. So as you can see, now I have a countdown on here for my story. So 6 minutes, it's just gone down to 6 minutes now. As you can see, it was originally on 8 minutes. So that's my story. And like I said about the Instagram stories, if I want to pause it, I pause it just like that. So I hold it on there. And I've mentioned this in my videos before, but if you ain't seen them videos, you want to know how to pause an Instagram story, then that's how you pause it, because you only have 15 seconds to watch a story. That's how you would pause an Instagram story. Okay, so I'm going to let go of that now, pause it, and I'm going to let go of it, and it's going to carry on doing this thing. So I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to delete that story now. But as I can show you, that's the countdown feature. That's going to keep counting down until it's over and done with. And even when it goes off my stories, it's still going to be in my archive, so it's still going to be doing the countdown and send a notification to whoever has asked to be sent a notification. So let's just delete that now. So I've now showed you, the different ways that you can get onto your stories to be able to add a story, and I've showed you how you can add an image into your story. So let's just go to our stories real quick. And let's go, let's just say I want to add an image from here. So this is, the epic fail. We tried to make Pop-Tarts today. That was an epic fail, as you can see. But that's how you would add an image into your stories as well. So then what you want to do is, if you wanted to edit this here, like I showed you before, the text is here. You can do the text. You can come up here and you can move it. Like old school days when you used to use Word documents, you'd be able to move it center, left, or to the right. So that's the text there. As you see up here, I told you had your stickers already, but I'm going to do a separate video about that, because like I said, this video isn't about that. So I'm going to do a separate video about that. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that video there. And that's going to be out real soon. I'm most probably going to do that tonight, to be honest with you. So here's all the different stickers that you've got here. You can also use, the emojis as well. And remember, I told you about the neon emojis as well. Check out on my YouTube channel how to use the neon emojis, because I showed you how to do it. I'm not going to show you that right now, but I've showed you how to do that in one of my other videos. So make sure to go check that out, because that's neon emojis, guys. That's awesome. When people see that on your profile, they're going to be like, wow, how do you do that? And then you can then share that with them, and then they can then share that with somebody else to show the love. So I don't need this right now. I'm going to disregard it, but I've already showed you how to add an image. You can also add videos in there up to 15 seconds long as well into your stories, and then you can save it. And like I told you, if you look into the last video I've done, once you saved it, it'll go into your stories archive. You can then add that into your highlights and start building your highlights from the stories that you've created as well. So go check out that highlights video as well, just to let you know how to use highlights. But that's all you need to know about Instagram stories. Like I said, come on here, mess around with it a little bit, use the little tools at the top here, and just mess around a little bit more with it, and just become familiar with it. After a while, you'll start learning little things that you can do on here. So let me just show you something, for example, of what I mean by learning little cool things that you can learn on here. So let's just say I put on the text here, I put Google, and then I want to make that bigger now. Let's just say I want to make it look like it's hanging from the top of the screen. So what I want to do is I want to come here, and then I want to go to boom, so that's the underscore here, make a line, and I can turn this line now around. So what I mean, it's just about being creative with what you have, and I can hang that there like that. What I want to do is I want to make sure the Google is overlapping it. So like I said, I click on it and I overlap it over it. So let's just say I want to do that again now. Let's just grab this here now, and I want to copy and paste this because I want to use it a couple times. Let's copy it. Alright, let's put this back over there onto the Google, and then let's click onto another, make some more writing here, and let's paste that now. So I've pasted that, so you can do that you can copy and paste stuff and then add it in to your image. So let's just put that onto the O. So now that looks like it's hanging from the G and the O. And you know what, let's put it on the E as well. So I just go straight here because I've already pasted it. I can then come here, I can paste it, and I can turn it, when it eventually lets me get it, I can turn it around now, and I can make it look like it's hanging from the E on the Google, guys. Alright, so you can also change the colors of these as well. So like I said, if I want to make this pink, I can make that pink. If I want to make, you know, this one pink up here, it lets me do it. Pink up here, and I can make that pink as well. So look at that, guys. You know, that's already turned just that Google there into a hanging image. You know, so that's what I mean. You can play around with stories and just get familiar with it. Like I said, if I wanted to change the 1G to a different color and everything else to a different color, I'm free to do that. I can do that within Instagram stories as well. So, you know, it allows you to do a lot of things inside here. You just need to know what's on here and be creative with it. Let me just make that, expand that out a little bit more. Now look, I've got that hanging now from these little lines. So that's Instagram stories for you guys. Make sure to check out another Tipbox video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see any future videos coming out. And I appreciate you guys' time.